In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Penpot. Penpot is a powerful design and prototyping tool for creating websites, apps, and interface layouts. And once you understand the core workflow, it becomes much easier to build clean, organized projects. In this walkthrough, I'll show you how to set up your canvas, add visual elements, create responsive layouts, build reusable components, and turn everything into an interactive prototype you can share. To get started, the first thing to know is that everything you design in Penpot lives inside a board. A board works like the screen container for your website page or app screen, so before you start adding buttons, text, or images, you'll want to create one. Press A on your keyboard, or click the board tool in the left toolbar. Then look over to the right sidebar, where you can choose a preset screen resolution. This is helpful because it lets you design for specific device types like a desktop web layout, an iPhone screen, or an Android screen without guessing the dimensions. Once you've chosen the size you want, click on the canvas to place the board. After that, give it a clear name, like Homepage, so your project stays easy to navigate as it grows. Once your board is in place, you can start building your interface with vector shapes and text. Penpot includes the standard tools you'd expect for UI design. Use the rectangle tool with R, the circle tool with O, or the triangle tool from the left toolbar to create things like buttons, background panels, cards, and other interface blocks. These basic shapes are the foundation of most layouts, so getting comfortable with them is important. If you need something more custom, press P to use the pen tool. This lets you draw your own vector shapes, illustrations, or curved paths, which is useful for more detailed icons or unique design elements. For text, press T to add a text layer anywhere on the board. Then use the text section in the right sidebar to adjust things like font, size, weight, and tracking. Taking a moment to fine-tune typography can make a big difference in how polished your design feels. After adding your elements, the next step is organizing them with responsive layouts. One of the standout features in Penpot is that it uses real CSS layout rules, which helps your design behave more like an actual product. Instead of manually nudging every item into place, you can use layouts that resize more naturally. For a flex layout, select a group of elements, such as an icon and a text label. Then right-click and choose Add Flex Layout, or use Shift+A. This arranges items neatly in rows or columns and keeps the spacing consistent. It's especially useful for buttons, menus, and stacked content sections. If you're working on something like a dashboard or gallery, select the main container board and switch its layout mode to grid layout in the right panel. That gives you a more structured arrangement with uniform rows and columns, which makes complex layouts much easier to manage. As your design grows, you'll also want to make repeated elements reusable. This is where components come in. If you have something you plan to use again, like a primary button or a navigation bar, select it, right-click, and choose Create Component, using Ctrl+Alt+K. That turns the selected design into a reusable building block. Then go to the library's asset panel on the left sidebar, where you can drag and drop instances of that component onto other boards. The biggest advantage here is consistency. If you update the main component later, every instance updates automatically, which saves time and helps keep your whole design system uniform. Finally, when your screens are ready, you can turn them into an interactive prototype. Switch from the Design tab to the Prototype tab at the top of the right sidebar. Select a button or link element on your board, then click and drag the blue connector circle that appears on its edge over to the destination board. This creates the interaction between screens. After that, set the interaction properties such as the trigger, the action, and the animation style. For example, you might choose On-Click, Navigate to, and Dissolve. When you're ready to test it, click the play icon in the top right corner to open the prototype in the browser. From there, you can preview the experience and grab a shareable link for stakeholders. That's the core Penpot workflow, and once you practice these tools together, designing in Penpot starts to feel fast, structured, and intuitive.